All right, this is the second example for lesson 7.7 today. Um, this one is going to be number 3 on page 424 in your math book at the bottom of the page. So before I show you this, I just want to quickly review something with you guys. We learned a little bit ago that when I have a fraction that looks like this, where the numerator and the denominator are the same, this would be read as 5/5. That's equivalent to 1 whole. So anytime that numerator and denominator are the same, it's going to be the same as 1 whole. So what are some other examples that would equal 1 whole? You could say 32 32nds. You could say 7 7ths. You could say 89 89ths. All of them, though, are the same. Okay? Not one of them is bigger. Okay, some have more pieces, but they're all there. That means that, for coming back to this one, 5 out of 5 pieces are all still there. None of them are gone. They're all there. So that means it equals 1 whole. Think of a pizza. There's 1 whole pizza there. This one, there's 32 pieces left out of 32. Okay? This one's 7 out of 7, 89 out of 89. All right, now they're all going to equal the same amount, which would be 1. That's important for this next example. Okay, so again, this one is number 3 on page 424 in your Unit 7 math book. So let me flip around here. So it is 2 1/2 plus 3 1/2. So I'm finding the sum. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is, just like the other one, I'm going to start on my fraction side. I'm going to check, are my denominators the same? Yes and yes. That's awesome, because now all I have to do for my fractions is add my numerators. So my numerator is 1 plus 1. What's 1 plus 1? 2. So my numerator is going to be 2. What happens to my denominator? Well, it's going to stay the same. So we would read this as 2 halves. Now, my next step says to just add my wholes. So that would be 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3, not 2 times 3. 2 plus 3 would be 5. Now, I can't leave it like this. The reason why I can't leave it like this is because my fraction, I have a numerator and denominator, and they're the same. They're both the number 2, which we just got done saying that equals 1 whole. Anytime your numerator and denominator are the same, that's equivalent to 1 whole. So what we could do is, we could really just think of this as an addition problem. So instead of saying 5 plus 2 halves, think of it as 5 plus 1, right? Because anytime I have a fraction like this, where they're the same, the numerator and denominator, that equals 1. So what's 5 plus 1 equal? It equals 6. So my answer to this, 2 1/2 plus 3 1/2, actually equals 6. There's no fraction in my answer. My answer is going to equal 6. So be careful on the problems you do today. If you get a fraction that looks like this, think of it as 1 whole and add it to your other whole number. All right, guys, go ahead and watch the last video.